being held and talking about expressions of slavery, and you don't even have any black aldermen there. Now, it's not your fault. It's a testimony of just how sorry and pathetic the black aldermen are in City Hall, which has allowed you all to do all type of things that you all shouldn't be allowed to do. But the fact of the matter is the fact that you have Africans in here today talking about expressions of slavery. Slavery in America happened to us, black Americans, not them. In fact, the Africans of today don't even associate themselves with black Americans. They don't even associate themselves with us. In their little minds, they think they're superior to us. So for them to come over here and think that they should be getting some type of rights in the conversation of slavery is a straight up insult. Now what you all are trying to do is bring them in on this immigration jump. That's what y'all trying to do. You're trying to bring them in on this immigration jump when you know doggone well the conversation of slavery is not behind black immigrants of today. It's behind black Americans. And you all have yet to address that issue. And you, Sanchez, Rodriguez Sanchez, you won't even give me the dignity of talking about the hate crime bill for black people that I was trying to get going. And you want to have the audacity to try to bring them in here and try to front like you're trying to do something with black people? They're not black Americans. But we're not going to waste our time in here. The real fight is going to be taking place federally. So whatever y'all think y'all going to do today, it's just a matter of time. It's going to get undone. Before y'all get real comfortable, don't unpack the clothes, because you're going to get sent back. You better check that paperwork, because if it ain't right, ICE coming to get y'all too. I don't care if your skin is black. You don't get to come over here and ride the black American wagon for something that you think you're going to get. Don't look at that clock like you're rushing me, because I'm going to see you in a form much bigger than this, in a form that's going to be bigger than 3 minutes. You can believe that. And anything you think that you're going to do today, it's going to get undone. Africans are not black Americans. The slave trade was on us, not them. They don't even associate with us. Don't play no games with black people. That's why the Democrat Party in trouble right now, messing with black people. Not them. Not them. We got the power in America.
She had some good points, though, but there was a couple of things. For one, I don't know if she was like trying to say herself, but like she keeps saying like that the black Americans of today experienced slavery, but we really didn't.
I know what she meant by it. She just meant this conversation was going on in the world, right? We got FBA, Foundational Black Americans, which are essentially us. People who are actually just American whose skin happen to be black, who brought ancestry comes from men brought here years and years ago, time of slavery, yada yada. We all know our last name, slave owners, right? That's where we got it from. Very proud of it, still love it, right? And so what's happening is folks who actually immigrated over and came over, and you see this is where they talk about black and brown community, the black and brown people, minorities. They try to put us all in a group. So then any African, like the Somalians who are over here, now they're part of black. They're black too, but they're what? Yeah, I think it's in Africa. I don't know where it's. I don't care. I don't care what Somalia is. These crap places. But so like all these immigrants, they're trying to come in, and I'll be honest. Look, I'll stop right there before I say what I think. But that's what she's talking about when she's saying we would say. She's not saying she actually experienced slavery. Obviously, not that stupid. But what she is saying is that my ancestry came from someone who experienced slavery. This guy just came here on a plane, and he's talking about slavery reparations because his skin is black. His uncle probably sold me. What the hell? Or sold my whatever. I mean, seriously, Africans sold. Like we're the Africans that they didn't want, essentially. The Africans who lost in the tribal wars or whatever savage stuff they do in Africa, who then got sold to Europeans. That's where we come from. That's where our bloodline is. The Africans they valued and wanted to keep, well, they stayed in Africa, right? I mean, anyway.
Yeah, she had a good point about that then. How they just flew over on planes. They talk about reparations still. But if you weren't born here, then you've never even talked about reparations. But I personally don't think we need reparations. But it would be a nice thing to have, since our great grandma was a slave, right? Is it? Yeah.
She had some good points, but also some bad points. Like she kind of sounded like a liberal, but at the same time had pretty decent points. And like the one where she said that you better get your paperwork right because ICE is coming.
That's all.
Yeah, and then I don't think the Democrat Party is doing bad because they messed with black as much as more of them are starting to realize that the Democrats are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mostly got the part where she was saying that just because your skin color looks the tone of black doesn't mean you came here legally and you need to get your paperwork checked.
It don't need to be illegally. I don't care if it's illegal or not. That's why I always tell you guys. My thing in general is I'm American. My skin happens to be beautiful. Thank you. But I'm American. These little groups. Sorry, you guys know I don't like black community. No. Don't associate me with that. Because if you put Africans and these ones and this one from all over the world, and then they got this trick, minorities, black and brown. So what does that mean? Allah Akbar saying people are they part of the black and brown too? Or do you just mean black Americans, Hispanic? But you can't just mean black Americans. Africans are in it. Somalians are in it. Like what is this coalition y'all trying to build? To me, it feels like they just hate white people. And it just feels racist and like anything to de-white the place. So we can bring in more Africans and we have a higher percentage of Africans and a higher percentage of whatever, and then less percentage of white Americans. Yeah, let's lower the percentage of white Americans because that worked out so great in every other part of the world where white Americans are not a dominant majority of the population. How are those other countries doing?